Welcome to the Raymond Football Podcast, coming at you in video form today. I've come down to Long Eaton United, a place where I've been many times before, made about 5 videos. I've come today though for a sit-down chat with manager Brad Munn and his assistant Aaron Cole.
Listen, I love it down here. It's perfect certainly perfect for myself at this stage of my life and what I would say career, whatever. But we just love the surroundings. It's just full of good people.
Yeah.
And for people like ourselves that are young in management, you probably want to be around slightly nicer surroundings. And I don't think I could choose a better balance to what I want from football if I'm not going to be playing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's down the coaching and managing route. Like it's a perfect place. You get good, honest people. It's on my doorstep as well, but a good level of football where we can do with it as what we please.
Is it? Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's such an enjoyable place.
And it's like what I was saying, wasn't it before? Nice to come to a ground where the fence isn't half hanging off, the paint isn't peeling. What about you, Aaron? What do you think? Is it nice to come to a place where seemingly everything's just like in order, behind the scenes, people are doing their thing, and it's just working, leaving the room for you guys to do your thing?
Yeah, so I've got a little bit more of a bit of a deeper connection with the club because I played for the club a while ago. So I've seen the club grow. Like there was a long period of time from me playing to coming back into sort of a coaching role. But one of the biggest things that the club has in terms of an asset is the people that run the club. So like Brad said, it's all about having good people around you.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's many clubs, especially in non-league, where there's so much like cohesion and so much harmony between the people that run it, the management, the obviously the lads that are on the pitch playing, the coach and stuff that we've got, and then the relationship that we have with the fans. So I think we talk about it all the time in terms of the potential that the club has and where we love to take the club and what it could be.
Yeah.
And just to be part of that journey is pretty special.
Amazing. And tell me about your playing career, Aaron. You know, I know you both had a playing career, haven't you? But tell me about yours first, mate. You said you were here. How many years did you spend playing down here then?
To be fair, I don't think I'm far off 100 appearances actually.
Yeah.
So
what years was that then, roughly?
I want to say it was around about sort of 2017, 2018.
9 years ago.
Yeah, so I spent pretty much the best part of 12, 13 years at Derby.
Oh, is it? Nice. What, as a youth, as a young player?
Yeah. So I was there from the age of 7 to like 19, 20.
Wow.
And for a long time, everything was going the right way, and then for different reasons, things kind of didn't go the way that you kind of plan when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And then you come into non-league, and you go through sort of a weird period. Like if you're lucky, you come into non-league, you find somewhere that you settle, and you can stay there for a while, and you can build yourself up. For me, I'd never really, in terms of football terms, had to deal with rejection. So I'd obviously been at Derby I pretty much grew up there.
Yeah.
Came into non-league, and I was like,
shock to the system.
It was crazy. And I was playing at Nantwich Town at the time, and I was literally about a week or 2 weeks from signing for Morecambe.
Yeah.
And then that deal fell apart, and then I fell apart with it.
Really?
And then I think it's probably about a year and a half later after I kind of thought I want to get back into football. The manager that was here at the time, Charlie Palmer, he sent me a message and asked me to come down, and from pretty much that day, I kind of just fell in love with the club.
Yeah. Again,
like the people that were here at the time were really good people. We had experienced people like Clinton Morrison was down here playing at the time.
I remember that one,
yeah. It was a good sort of kickstart for me to get back into the game.
Yeah.
And then I went and did a few bits and whatnot after.
Yeah.
And me and Brad, we'd known each other without kind of knowing each other. And then while he was the manager at Loughborough, I went and signed for him.
Yeah.
But I was right on the back of my playing days, so I wasn't much good to anybody.
Fair.
But yeah, it was just again like just good people. So you'll come across people where you strike up, and you know there's a bit of a connection there, and that then builds into a friendship, and you know, when Brad got the job here, I came down just training essentially to start with, just to stay fit because I wasn't really doing much. And then as things developed, I ended up becoming part of the coaching team. And yeah, we're just kind of on that journey from there.
Nice, mate. What about yourself, Brad? Then you down at Eastwood Town, was it? I've seen Loughborough Dynamo.
So managed Loughborough and played there.
Yeah.
Eastwood, a small stint in the Conference North with those, and that was after coming out of full-time football.
So where were you at full-time football then?
Burton Albion is where officially
Nice.
on professional terms.
Nice. But did you play in the league for them then?
No, unfortunately not. We've got a few bench appearances,
Oh,
and then appearances on the pitch, more so in your pre-seasons and everything. And
Was that when Nigel Clough was there? Or?
no, it was Paul Pescasolido, so it was a little bit after. And like Coley says, football's a strange one.
It is.
Because all of a sudden you're one of 12 lads at the same age of you to go and sign a professional deal, and you think everything's going to be rosy. And you've got.
Well, I suppose I imagine it's like you're moving through the ranks, and it's like so far so good, so far. Hope it keeps on doing well, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, it's all finished, isn't it? The professional dreams. Like, it must be really hard.
It feels that way, and for people that actually live and breathe it. And I've always have done. I've loved the game more than.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Nottingham originally, and that's why it's a strange one with this, because I never really went to full-time clubs until I was a little bit older in my teenage years.
Yeah.
But I played against Long Eaton in grassroots youth football, so I've seen the football club grow from what I remember it as to even thinking of this being at the level it is now. It's completely different. So for myself to go through non-league after coming out of the full-time game, like Colby says, you think everything's going to go great, and then all of a sudden it's a little bit different. But you have loads of different non-league sides, and I found my home from a managing perspective after having to pretty much retire at 23 years old.
Really, yeah.
And fortunately got straight into a coaching role. Spent a good amount of time at Loughborough, loved it. It was a good grounding. And
is that the same one they play at Loughborough University Stadium, do they?
No, so that's Loughborough students. It was Loughborough Dynamo, who were the same level as Long Eaton now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a couple of years ago, they went bang. So
really?
They've gone out of business. Not because of me. But we had a great time there. We've always had good clubs, good people around us, and that is the foundation of what we want to do. So it comes from the playing days where you come out of the full-time game where everything is pretty much scheduled and everything done for you on a day-to-day, and then you come into non-league and it's a little bit of the Wild West. And the one thing we've always said is, whilst we're managing and coaching, we're not going to be anything that we hated when we came into non-league. We want to just be the complete opposite, and we want to live and die by our decisions and
modern managers,
and just being good to people. Good to people. I want to go to bed at night, resting my head, knowing that my actions have matched my words. So
well, that's a good thing about managing in the modern day, isn't it? Like today, I mean, like it's almost fashionable in a way to do things differently. Like back in the day, I suppose it was more like you did things the way that your predecessor did it, and then that was how it was. But these days, there's more freedom in society. I think just to do things a bit differently. Like, do you know what I mean?
But at the same time, I think some people can take advantage of modern society, and almost with the players that you have now, you can't say as much, but they probably take more advantage.
Yeah.
Whereas we give people a place and a home that they enjoy, they can just be themselves.
Yeah. And
they know that, unfortunately, they've got someone like myself in charge who is a little bit strange. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not. I'm very meticulous. I'm a strange one at times. But then you've got Coley, who is a lot more laid back, and the lads can just warm straight away around. And if he kicks off, they know it's really bad. They know it's really bad. So it works just perfectly well. And as Coley says, I think the thing for me is everything's relationship in life.
Yeah.
And you come across good people, and like I yearn for good people around me. And when you find them, you've got to keep them close. So it's that's all we build ourselves on. it's just that honesty and that enjoyment factor of being able to, at the end of the day, know that you can go sleep at night.
Brilliant start to the podcast then, and on the walk to the changing room, this man came up in conversation, Steve Wilkes. Why not check out the audio version of my podcast? Right then, so we're inside the bowels of the stadium here, and I've done this at professional grounds before, mate, but not sure if I've ever done it at non-league. So what have we got here? We've got
the away changing room, but originally...
Yeah. Is that smaller and dingy? Is that what you were saying before?
Believe it or not, this is why this place is a little bit different to everyone else. It used to be. We look after people. So this used to be one changing room. So you'd come into this side of it, and you'd basically be able to see a partition. Whereas now, they've basically doubled them up. So there was two changing rooms next to each other.
Yeah.
But they knocked them through. This is all just for the away team.
This is looking pretty smart, to be fair. What would you be thinking, Aaron, if you, in your playing days, if you'd seen a dressing room like this?
It's a lot better than what a lot of places get.
Yeah.
So obviously you understand the reason why people do it. You want to make it uncomfortable for them and whatnot. But again, I think it kind of just speaks volumes for the people at the club. They just want to look after people.
Yeah.
And then the be all and end all is that. Listen, it's our job then to go make it uncomfortable for them for 90 minutes on a Saturday or a Tuesday night. So
what happens on this chair then, on this table? Is that like a treatment table for massages and stuff?
So pretty much every ground you go in, the clubs have to provide like a physio bed.
Yeah.
Even for away sides, we're quite fortunate we've got a separate physio room and enough space to have 2 or 3 beds in there if we need it. But it's listen, we look after people.
That's it.
As much as I probably wouldn't like it.
So what's down here? Is this the exit to the pitch then?
No, so you've got through to your showers and everything.
Oh, just the toilets and that, yeah.
Showers and everything. So you go back out and down, and basically down the tunnel, to the tunnel.
The famous tunnel, yeah. I've been down here a number of times, mate. I've been down here a number of times. It's a quality place, mate, to watch football. Recommend it to anyone.
It's nice. Again, once you get all the shutters up, all the big tunnel goes out, and you come out as you'd have seen on a match day through the middle of the stand.
Yeah.
So again, nice to hear
it reminds me of Anfield. You know, when you walk out and it's like, this is the Kop, this is Liverpool or whatever. It's a bit like that, isn't it? To be fair.
But again, into the home now. So we've it's obviously the same sort of layout.
You got the telly, yeah?
And everything, yeah. So we put the screens up.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff do you use the screen for then on a pre-match and that? Do you use it for tactics?
I'm a planner. So
yeah,
I'm a PowerPoint man. Again, everything on there. All the teams are up. The set pieces are up. Little bits of info on the opposition team. I like to be prepared.
Yeah, and so like your manager, because obviously being a manager of a non-league team is not for everybody. Not everyone of you would be capable of it for starters. Not everyone would want to do it. So yourself, like you got a full-time job presumably, but you spend how many hours roughly just off the training ground thinking about it, planning it, creating PowerPoints?
Too many.
What do you reckon? 10, 15?
Oh, that's no, a lot more.
20 hours per week?
Across the week, because you've got your training sessions you plan for. You've got speaking to the players.
So how long does it take to plan an average training session then, Brad?
I've done that many now. It's not that long anymore.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of now, you're planning for 2 hours worth of session.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because you've done it, you can freestyle pretty well.
And do you do that together then, or is it mainly yourself, or what?
We always speak. We always speak.
He's a lot more of a coach than I.
Yeah.
So, but again, it works because of his personality. He is obviously now in football you get the term head coach a lot.
Yeah.
He's a head coach. He's a manager, but he's a head coach who likes to go and take control. So
what's your forte then, mate, in the partnership like?
Banter. No, to be fair, I'm one that just sort of I'll give my insight kind of as and when it comes. So. You know,
so like an experienced head providing the insight, yeah?
Trying to be, yeah. Like I think sometimes when you've got the head figure, what I found when I was a player is it's always nice to go and speak to someone on a bit more of a personal level if you don't want to go to the manager.
So it's like a bit like good cop, bad cop. So he does the rollerkins and you go and put your arm around the shoulder.
It can be, but I wouldn't even say good cop, bad cop. I think sometimes it's just conversations that you might feel more comfortable having with an assistant manager or a coach or a physio. as opposed to going to the manager.
That's fair, isn't it?
So like, yeah, I'm an assistant manager, but I kind of think it's more of a hybrid role where I'm kind of in between the management team and the playing staff. So they kind of see me almost on their level, but they know that they can come to me and you know, everything that we talk about and everything to do with the lads, they know that, you know, from both of us, it'll always be honest.
So how long have you actually been working together then? You two?
Working together. This will be second or third season.
Is that just here, or was that at Loughborough as well?
No, so he was playing for us at Loughborough.
Yeah.
But when we're young managers, and when you come in as a 29, 30-year-old player with young managers, you set on the same level as managers normally, whereas before that would never normally be the case, would it? But I think, I tell him this every now and again, I don't think he gives himself enough credit, because not only just about what he does around the place, but he knows what sort of character I am.
Yeah.
And for me, quite an intense sort of character who's just always on.
Yeah.
That's not an off switch.
That's good though, isn't it? Because that's what you need. It's the details, isn't it? The devil's in the details, as they say. Let's carry on looking around the dressing room then.
You got around.
Here we go. You didn't tell me about this one. What's that? You forced them to put their hands on it and then take shots or something?
I'm super competitive, so I'm the first one before anyone's here.
Yeah.
I'll start playing. The lads will come in. And
who's the second one here then? If you're the first one here, apart from Aaron, who's the second one here?
He's the last one here. Do you know what? You get a couple of the lads are early ones because they want to come in and see the physio. So I'd say the physio is probably in.
So say a 3 o'clock kick-off. What time does the first player arrive generally?
First player?
Yeah.
I would say 1:10.
Is it?
1:05, 10 past.
And are they like the dedicated, like not professionals, but you know, dedicated, like serious ones? Yeah.
The ones that know that they need to look after themselves. Like, we put everything in place for them to make the decision.
Who's that this season then? The person who's looking after themselves the best? Drop me a name, man.
I look at it, but you
put you on the spot.
Get loads of you've got Jaden who comes in at the same. Javan, to be fair to him, he's all at the same time. You've got Jamie Hansen who was at Derby for a long while, then went to Oxford. He's always in, ready to prep himself properly. So you've got a good blend of people.
And who's the one that actually works the hardest in training, plays in training the most like they would in the match?
George Atwell.
Yeah.
As a trainer, you can't fault the boy. You can't fault the boy.
Was he better than you were in training when you were a player? Or?
No. But if you ask anyone about me, they'll always say I've got a decent opinion of myself.
Yeah. What we got in this room here then, guys?
So back through to our physio.
I see a bit of a half medicine ball kind of thing going on, the yoga thing.
What we've
go on, mate.
So I've got just basically a medical room.
Oh, nice.
So we
Quality,
have
mate.
a few other beds and everything in there as well.
This is wicked, yeah. So what's the physio's name, mate?
Bailey.
Bailey, yeah?
So Bailey's been with us for a little bit now, because our previous head physio is now with Notts County First Team.
Is it? And that's the great thing about non-league, isn't it? Like, you can always push on, you get the experience, and then you go and push on, don't you? And I've done podcasts before with people, physios and stuff like that, and what's the other thing, like sports therapists and stuff. So it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Hey, that's the thing, don't call a physio a sports therapist. We found that out with the ones that we've had. They're precious about their role.
But that's a serious job, isn't it? Like, because that's a serious job, because your players, most of them have got full-time jobs, isn't it? And most of them, they need to be able to walk around the day after the match, don't they? They're not like professional footballers go home and sit in a swimming pool for 3 days when they're injured, is it?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, we're all in the same boat. As much as half of them turn around and say, "Gaffer, you don't work." But no,
I think the good thing about the group that we've got is, like, they're all really good personalities.
Yeah.
And you've got people that would probably never ever mix in any other walk of life, but they're coming to this change room, which again is we've managed to create an environment where everybody just loves being here.
Yeah.
And, you know, where we've got lads that are even talking to their mates about how good it is here and how good the atmosphere is. But then, even with having such a young squad, they're really, in terms of like a professional mindset and mentality, all the lads really look after themselves. They look after their bodies.
Yeah.
If they're struggling with something, they'll let you know. but no one shirks out of anything.
That's a big draw, though, isn't it? Like if you got a mate who's playing in a different club and they're texting you saying, "Oh yeah, got a really strong team spirit here, and the manager's really on our side," that's a big draw, isn't it? For someone to say, "You know what, I fancy a bit of that. Let's see if I can get out of my deal where my current side and go and play over there." And at least we've got a chance if we're working on the same page, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's just a credit to the environment that's been created, and I say it to him all the time. And I know that he says that I don't give myself enough credit, but at the end of the day, it's his name above the door.
Yeah.
So the lads have got to go. If they are speaking to their mates, or if someone's approaching them, the first thing that they ask is, "What's the gaffer like?"
Yeah.
If that answer is uninspiring, then you don't get people wanting to come through the door.
And it's like, as well, like you were saying earlier about Mansfield Town, how you got good relationships with them, isn't it? And then when I was down there the other day, I seen that you had that Mansfield loanee, and then you got there was the two scouts, wasn't there? Probably youth coaches or scouts from Mansfield.
They run like the whole youth section.
Yeah, exactly. So they're down there, but they're judging you when they come down. They're looking at you. They'll be looking at you for a period during the match, saying, "What's he actually like? Is it worth us sending our players down here, or are they just going to get put down and put on the bench and like told that they're not good enough, stuff like that?" And so here we go. So we've got the officials' room, yeah. So what do you reckon, Aaron? What do you reckon about the officials' room?
About the officials' room,
Yeah.
I think they get looked after, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little tiled cubicles and stuff, and it's a nice space.
I mean, they'd be lucky to have one shower in most grounds, wouldn't they? Let alone two, mate.
Yeah, well, again, this is the thing. We're saying that the club just like to look after people, and if you've got your officials that come here and you make them feel comfortable.
Does it pay to sugar up the referees, sweeten them up? Yeah,
it doesn't.
I think that's the idea. Is just to make them comfortable, so they go out and they go out there and have the best game.
Yeah.
And listen, we're at the level that we're at, and I'm not going to stand here and overly criticise anybody, because we're all at the level, whether we're playing, whether we're managing, whether you're an official.
Do you not criticise them from the sidelines then, guys? No?
Yeah, no, we do.
Do you?
Like they do with us, because again, it's the level.
Yeah. Do you like to keep a bit of a lid on it though, or do you just go all out?
Certain things are always going to get a bigger reaction from people.
Yeah. You ever been fined though? Have you ever been fined for what you said to a ref?
No comment, Your Honour. But no, I'd like to say we've actually got a really good record through the leagues in terms of like bench conduct and everything. So we try and hold ourselves a different way. Like, we're more focused on ourselves and what we can do better.
Yeah.
Forget the opposition, forget the officials.
Nice.
But you competitors.
Yeah.
If something doesn't go your way, we're all Mardy ex-players and managers and everything now. So
I think they expect it to a level anyway, don't they? It would probably be a bit weird if you didn't have a little bit of a go at them, wouldn't it?
You get some that can take it really well, give it out really well, and it's one of those things. But let's put it this way: I don't think there's enough money you could pay me to be an official. So fair play to them. Fair play to them, because it's a thankless task sometimes. Because even when you're good, you're not good.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be someone that thinks you've done something wrong.
There is.
So. Fair play to them for even actually doing it.
That's right. Right then, so we come outside, get a bit of fresh air. So we've got the wonderful turnstiles here. So, as a fan, when I come down, I just straight away think, proper ground, But what about yourselves, guys? Where do you see this going? You're both very young. I've seen Julian Nagelsmann, 32, the Fabian Herzler, isn't it, the Brighton manager, both very young. What about yourselves? Where do you see it going with Long Eaton?
Listen, this is... With Long Eaton, the club is always going to have a ceiling. It's always going to have a ceiling, and all you want to make sure is that when you go into any football club, you leave it in a better position than you came into. Yeah. Which, for me, means I need to get them back promoted.
So let's clarify, we're playing at step 4 at the moment, isn't it? But you were at step 3, not last season, was it the year before? Yeah, but you got it went down in spectacular fashion, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
Were you here that time? Was that the season when you were here with the Lewis McGugan?
Yes.
Yeah.
We came in basically to fight.
Yeah.
And we knew it was going to be a thankless task to a degree. The club knew it was going to be a thankless task.
Yeah. So you come in mid-season, did you?
No, we came in just after the start of it.
Yeah.
But it was a bit of a controversial change.
But you were playing in the same tier as that Ilkeston, which, to be fair, Ilkeston's a bigger club, isn't it? It's got better facilities, but bigger gates.
There's big clubs in in the league that we're in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what we've done is rebuilt twice now, and as far as I'm concerned, we just need to leave it in a position that's, as always, like the owners always said, a sustainable position that it knows where this football club should be.
So you're 32, did you say, Brad?
32.
And how old are you, mate?
33.
33, yeah. So you're both extremely young, isn't it? So what about yourself, Aaron? Like, obviously, everything that Brad just said is fair, but what about yourself? How do you see it, mate?
Listen, I just love football. I think when you've been through the game like we have from such a young age, it's not just a part of your life; it's part of who you are. So you have aspirations to go and get to the highest level as possible, whether that be playing or coaching or whatever capacity you are in the game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we just love the game.
Yeah.
So like with the TV and with Brad being as meticulous as he said that he is, and everything that sort of happens through the week on a match day, we try and run it as professionally as possible.
Yeah.
And I think what that helps with is, if there are opportunities later in life at high levels, I think doing it the way that we do it here, it's good grounding.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I've seen the under-21s play down here before, actually, to be fair, and I've been in contact with a couple of the players before from that. Do you sometimes go down to the under-21 games, mate, and just like cast an eye over them and give them a message like, I'm watching and there's a path to the first team?
I've fortunately set up my businesses around football.
Yeah.
So I'm down here in the week. I come and watch the lads train.
Yeah.
I sometimes go and get involved in their training sessions.
Do they appreciate that, do you think?
Yeah, of course they do. And throughout pre-season, we always give lads opportunities, don't we? We always give lads from the academy opportunities.
What's the youngest player you've ever given a debut to then, mate, do you reckon?
Preston last year, 16.
Preston, yes. Well, step 3 was 16.
Yeah.
So Preston would have been 16. We've got lads from the academy's first years training with us every session.
Is it? Yeah.
So we want to integrate it, and the owner's done a fantastic job of this football.
How good is the academy here then? Not just in terms of the players that they produce, but in terms of the setup and the number of teams and the number of coaches and everything like that. How good is it?
Brilliant. The setup's absolutely fantastic.
And I can tell you mean that as well. And I know that it is. So tell me more about it though.
For me, when you look at the actual academy, if you look at the word academy is the feeder team. So from 16 to 21, they put everything in place for them to train at a fantastic facility.
Yeah.
They've got the large 4G surface as well. They play games on the first team pitch. They get exposure.
Yeah.
They train with the first team. So from an academy perspective, it's perfect.
Yeah.
The youth system, I think they've got 30 teams or something like that.
It's crazy, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
But it's a community club, and as I just said, the owner's done a fantastic job with the club. And that's how many people there are, because you get cars smashing into each other all the time.
Let's go inside, man. Right then, guys. So back in the meeting room, it's been a great tour. I really enjoyed it, and great to visit the inside of the stadium, get the inside track, and get all that football chat out of you. But just tell me a bit about how it's going, literally just on the pitch this season. You're doing quite well this season, aren't you?
Yeah, the league's strange. The league is a strange league. There's 5 points between 5th and 13th.
Yeah.
So it's one of them where a couple of wins, you're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
A couple of losses, you bottom half. So it's crazy. We started Saturday in 6th position. If we won, we'd have gone into 5th. Instead, we finished in 9th. And it's crazy, but it's a mental league. But
and do you think about that when in your pre-match talks and that? Do you sometimes look at the league table, or do you not even? Does that not come into it with the players, trying to get in the players' heads, like motivating?
We mention it, we'll mention it because it's just matter of fact. It's a matter of fact is if you do this will happen. So I'm pretty black and white like that. But at the same time, one thing that we are is we are just awfully focused on ourselves.
Yeah.
We are one of those teams that we don't really. We set up to win every single game, and that's why if you ever come and watch us, and when you've been down here, they're always exciting games. They're always good to watch. Like we play a different brand of football to a lot of what you would say as non-league. That's it. And I just want to excite people because as I've said this, and I laugh and joke about it. This is one odd time I actually do laugh and joke about football, but I'm not retiring at 23 years old to come and get neck ache watching my lads play football.
Yeah.
Like, I want us to play a brand that can transcend through the leagues.
That's it.
Give people an opportunity, and do you know what? Put a smile on people's faces.
That's it, and there's no doubt about it, is it? Everyone in non-league, I've said it a few times before, everyone in non-league is, they're enjoying the moment, they're happy to be where they are, but everyone's aiming higher. So at the end of the day, there's no shame in saying that, is there? Everyone wants to go higher, so the better you can do with this club, the more your chances are of doing a Jamie Vardy, as a manager, or do you know what I mean? Just rising up the leagues, and everything's there to play for, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Literally.
That's what football is. Like we say it all the time, we always have little conversations, don't we, about what could happen in the future and this, that and the other. Like, but the fact of the matter is, we found a home that we respect that much. We want to do the best job possible here before anything.
But then again, I've seen, I did a podcast episode the other day with a manager in Greater Manchester, Lancashire. He's done 1,300 games, Steve Wilkes.
Yes.
You know him? Okay, interesting, yeah. And he's done 1,300 games recently. What an amazing career he's had. Tell me about, do you reckon, Aaron, you could, if you become a manager or just stay as an assistant or whatever, do you reckon you'll manage to clock up 1,300 games in the dugout?
We'll see. We'll see. Again, like I said earlier, you when you've been in football for as long as we've been in it, it's all you know. So for as long as possible, football will be a part of my life. What capacity that's going to be in, I don't know. But I think we're just enjoying the moment. And another thing in terms of like what we were saying or what Brad was saying towards the start is we're a management team for players. We're not a management team for other managers or for hierarchies or anything like that. So one thing that we really sort of value on, as much as we have aspirations to do things ourselves, I don't think there's any better story than having somebody that comes to the club, a young player that then goes and builds up. Like we had Liam Loughlin last year. His ability is it can take him anywhere.
Where's he now then?
He's gone to Redditch.
Yeah,
and he's doing really, really well.
Yeah.
And it's stories like that where that also, as a management team, that also kind of puts you on the map if you show that you can actually bring players in and develop them. And
it does happen, doesn't it? I've seen it a few times, and not least with the player who went from Ilkeston to Harrogate, wasn't it? Tom.
Yes.
Tom. For Boston, I think.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant, isn't it? No, but do you know what, guys? I think it's been a great episode, my first ever video episode of my podcast, and it's been brilliant. And all I can do is thank you for your time. But just before we finish, give me one last message for the Long Eaton United faithful.
Listen, the one thing they'll always know is they'll get pure honesty from me when they ask me a question. But the one thing they can sleep at night knowing is that we're putting absolutely everything into their local football team be as successful as possible, and we ain't here for any other reason other than pure, good, honest reasons. And all we want to do is put a brand of football in front of them that they can go and enjoy their weekends to, enjoy their Tuesday nights to, and listen, that's just everybody's only trying to win games of football and get out of this league, and that's the aim, and that's all we want to do together.
Amazing, man. Shall we cut it there then? Sweet as, mate.